The dream. The dream. What is the dream? Look at me go. Got a little handheld mic. How cool is this? I wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm planning to achieve my dream life. But first, I think it's important to understand what is a dream, and of course, then how to actually achieve this dream. Dreams and reality. Oh man, we're going into the metaverse here. We're going into the ether. We're really broadening our subject matter in this video. What is a dream? A dream is something that you're trying to achieve, some long-term life goals perhaps. And you can sort of interpret your dream in any way that you want, of course. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your dreams, but I think it's a cool idea to talk about my own dreams and how I want to move forward. And my dreams sort of revolve around a lot of different moving parts. So let me explain. I believe that having a dream or a set of goals, which is essentially a dream, is something worth chasing. And they're never really easy to achieve, but if it's something that you really want to do, because you only really live one life, right? Then it's totally worth chasing to get to that point where you can achieve this dream. And having this as a set goal, something important to look forward to, is, I think, quite important because it helps you progress as a human, as a person in society, whichever society that might be. And if it makes you happy in this life that you're living, then I think it's totally worth achieving, or at least trying to achieve. Something my mother used to say to me is that you always shoot for the stars, and even if you don't get there, you'll still have made good progress. And I think this is actually quite an important mindset to have when thinking about what to do in the future, how to get towards the things that you want to do. So for me to achieve my dreams, I need to create goals. A lot of these revolve around money because unfortunately we live in a world where money does matter. Some of them are personal goals, some of them are work goals, and some of them are just general lifestyle goals. I have three major goals here. One is to become the CEO of an IT company, specifically an MSP. Second goal is to buy my dream car. And the third goal is to have a house by the beach, somewhere where I can enjoy a different type of lifestyle. So to achieve these three goals, I'm working towards becoming the CEO of an MSP. This is a new thing for maybe everyone on this channel, that this is a goal that I've been working towards for about a year now, and have recently made some really good progress and steps towards achieving this goal. This came through a lot of different moving parts, like working for this company as a contractor, then coming in full-time and working in a more management position, and then obviously there's going to be some study and a bit of extra work that needs to be done to move towards that next step. But it looks pretty hopeful at the moment that this will happen in probably the next 3 to 5 years, which is a perfectly achievable timeline for me to work with. The second goal, the dream car, is it's a childish dream, to be honest. I have very much moved away from the car lifestyle over the last 15 years, since the last time I had a really cool car to talk about anyway, or to drive around in. And specifically, this car is it's a Lotus car. It's I've talked about it in my Discord server before. I've found ones online that I like, and obviously I need to make the money to be able to buy this car. And I'll talk a bit more about this car in another video because it does revolve around a lot of family achievements as well, which is mainly the whole reason why I really want this car. I would probably need to be the CEO of that MSP to be able to afford it. I definitely couldn't afford it now, but something to work towards. And the dream house is something that I am immediately working towards, using equity from previous properties to basically be able to fund this as a goal, and something I'm in the progress of trying to achieve right now. I have a meeting later this week with my mortgage broker and my accountant as well to talk about all of the money things, because buying a house, you need to have the money first to be able to come up with a deposit to then be able to buy the house. This is more about a lifestyle choice though that I want to make, which is moving away from a fully remote anywhere in the world situation to a working from home in Australia situation. It's not an easy goal to achieve, this one. It's actually probably quite difficult to be able to work towards and make it happen. But that lifestyle is something that I really want to chase, and something that I really want to keep working towards, which is why I'm going through all of the motions now to be able to make this happen. Goals and dreams are a very hard thing to work through, though, because turning a dream into a reality by setting goals is hard. I mean, it's very difficult. A lot of people stay more stagnant in their lifestyle and their life choices by, you get a job, you do the job, you just rinse and repeat. But for me, that's really hard to do, because I really hate getting stuck in one sort of system for a very long time. And I'm sure my goals will change if I ever achieve all of these goals, which I'm pretty confident that I will. I mean, I'm already working towards them, so something good will come out of it, surely. And telling people about your goals does sort of solidify them in your mind as something that you can do and something that you are doing. But depending on where you come from, there's this thing in Australia called the poppy syndrome, which is where you tell someone that you want to achieve something great, and then they'll kind of put you down about it, which is fine. I mean, I've grown up in that environment my whole life, and I'm well aware of people saying like, oh, that's a shit idea, or that's a terrible plan, or this, that, or it doesn't matter, because for them it's not their goal. Maybe these goals sound ridiculous to them and it's something that will never happen, and that's fine. But for me, it's something that I want to achieve personally, so you got to work towards it, right? But it really does help with like a positive mindset to have these goals and work towards them and see each little moving part taking place as you get towards it. Something that really makes you feel good. It's like a small dopamine hit of achievement where you're like, I've actually done some stuff. I've gotten a little bit further in my achieving of this particular goal or dream. And each little chip that you take away at it makes you feel so damn good. It's really good. Like even just having this meeting with the mortgage broker is going to be incredible. It'll make me feel amazing because I'll have been working a little bit harder towards this thing and have achieved this step. Even just the call is like, yeah, okay, I've had the call. He said I need to do this and this. Let's get these things done and keep going. It's really a huge mindset thing, but once you do achieve it, damn, it feels good, dude. It feels so good. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting a lot of people to, especially people I'm close to, my friends, and probably some of my family, to think like, you're insane. These things, they're just not achievable and you're not going to get it. And that's fine. It doesn't really worry me. I'm pretty thick-skinned on when people say you're crazy. And I'm like, yeah, let's go crazy together into the down the yellow brick road towards success. Let's jump in a Mario Kart and ride that rainbow road, baby. Let's do it. But you have to work towards something. That's really what keeps life interesting. Like a goal I had a few years ago, and looking back, sometimes you see these goals and you're like, 5 years ago I had this goal that I was going to work remotely and work in this place and do all these things and travel and all of that. And I achieved those things. And back then, people said I was crazy. They're like, why would you want to work there? Why would you want to live in this country? Why would you want to do that? This is a shit idea. This is terrible. What are you doing? Like, DC, relax, mate. You don't have to do all these things. It's crazy. But I wanted to do those things, and I did them. And now looking back, I'm like, I'm actually in the place where I wanted to be 5 years ago. And now I'm in this environment. I'm doing those things, and I've done them. And now I have new goals, and the kickback will come. It always comes, and that's fine. Let people kick back. I'm going to keep soldiering on with the blinders on and just work towards the things that I want to do. The thing is, once you achieve the goals that everyone said you were crazy to do, is when they kind of shut up for a second. They go like, oh, okay, he did it. And sometimes they get a little bit jealous as well. Like, oh, I want to do that as well. I wish I had done that. Like, well, why didn't you? Like, why didn't you set this goal for yourself? What are your goals? What did you set to do? I mean, you don't have to copy paste what someone else is doing to be able to feel fulfilled. Everyone has their own goals. So what are yours? And, what did you work towards 5 years ago that you're now doing, where 5 years ago you would have think this is like the best situation in the world. And then you got to that point, you did those things, and you're like, okay, now I'm doing those things. Like, it's a great feeling to be able to work towards goals and actually have these dreams and then live the dream. Living the dream is such a like Aussie perspective on things as well. Like, everyone says, sometimes you talk to people at work, you're like, hey mate, how you going? They're like, oh, living the dream. And it's obviously very sarcastic, whereas I'm quite literally living the dream, my dream. And I hope everyone else can achieve their dreams, to be able to work towards these things. Anyway, to wrap this up, I think I'll say that working towards goals and having dreams is one of the most important pieces of living a life that you're happy with. This comes straight out of the book of dopamine hits, but having these things in your life, these things to work towards, really makes life worth living. And I'm not a psychologist. I'm not someone who, you know, can tell you what you should do with your dreams. I have no idea. But if maybe you're like stuck in a rut, you're feeling like, you know, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I've been in these situations, and I found for me something that worked for me. And I'm not saying this will work for everyone, because it probably won't. But what I did was to set these goals. Use that law of attraction to put yourself in the mindset that you've already achieved them. Feel that glory, feel that end goal being completed, and it is incredible. Go to bed thinking, I'm getting towards this goal. I am going to live my dream. And chances are your body will follow your mind, and you will get to that point where you have achieved that dream. Anyway, thanks for watching. Smash like, comment down below if you have any questions or things you want to say. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, guys.